Welcome to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Even though Playa del Carmen is actually a really big digital nomad hub, it doesn't have a ton of co-working spaces. However, there are a few that you can choose from. So the one that I've used my last 2 times here is Bunker Co-working. It is down closer to the CTM street. There's also a Selena Co-working here, and there is another one sort of in between the two called Nest. So those are the 3 main ones that I hear recommended. I'm sure over the next few years that more will pop up and be available for different nomads. Now, as far as Wi-Fi goes, I will say Playa has really pretty good Wi-Fi, and you're gonna find a lot of Wi-Fi in a lot of the cafes and restaurants. So it's pretty easy to pop out, have like a working lunch if you want. The one thing they're really lacking on the cafes is plugs though. So make sure you always go with a charged computer, and then just know that kind of when you're the battery runs out that you might need to go home or switch to co-working or something like that. But they do have pretty good Wi-Fi in the different areas. Now, I just ran a speed test here at Bunker, and the download speed was 113 megabytes per second, and the upload speed was 93 megabytes per second. So really, really good. And I've also run speed tests at my housing, which I'm living in the Mare building. Is kind of similar. The download speed is I think around like 80, and the upload speed is closer to like 30, but still really good for like Zoom calls or any sort of work, or even uploading videos, which I do quite a bit of. Now, when you are looking for your housing, just double check, because I wouldn't say it is good Wi-Fi across the board, although it's good maybe 80-85% of the time. When you are looking for housing, just ask for a speed test or ask about it or read the reviews, just to make sure that you're gonna actually be able to work from home if that's something that you want to be able to do. So also, because Playa del Carmen is in Mexico, which is in North America, they do use the North American standard adapters and plugs. So this is the style that you're gonna need, same for the US, that you would use. And they're also on the 110 volts standard. So you know in other countries it can be a little bit higher. So just plan for that and know that before you get here. And then it is actually, a lot of Mexico is Central Time, but Playa is so far east, it's actually on East Coast time, so the same time zone as New York. One caveat there is they do not observe daylight savings time, so that just happened in the last week. So we went from East Coast time, same as New York, to now we're actually on Central Time in the US, which is going to be more like Chicago time. So just be aware of that if you are here, that a couple times a year the time zones are going to shift, and that might shift some of your meetings. But if you need to be in any of the like sort of America's time zones, Playa del Carmen is a really great spot for that. And then outside of Bunker, I mentioned a lot of the cafes and restaurants have Wi-Fi. Some of my favorites are Bajo Cafe, Ojo de Agua, and Lido Beach Club. A couple of those have plugs, some of them don't. So you just kind of have to test them out and see. But yeah, there's also a brand new cafe over here called Quadra Coffee, and that has been a nice addition that wasn't here last time I was here. So again, I really think more stuff will be popping up, so just feel free to go and explore and go to the different restaurants and see what you can find. To Mexico, there's no really restrictions or requirements as far as vaccines or healthcare related things. So you don't need to show your COVID-19 vaccination or any other special vaccinations to actually enter the country. It's a big reason why it's been pretty popular during the global pandemic. On top of that though, if you are here and you do get sick, there are clinics all over the town in different areas. There's also a nearby hospital, and you're going to be able to find quite a few doctors that actually speak English or speak enough English to assist you in taking care. So that's something that you can expect coming here. The healthcare system is pretty good. It's also a huge place, especially if you include Cancun and Tulum, for medical tourism. So I actually have a previous video from my last time here where I got my veneers redone, so you can go watch my video on dental tourism, but whether it is medical or dental, this is a big area for that as well. Now, as far as safety goes, I know that Playa has been in the news more recently for some gun violence in the area, but I would say that I feel very safe in this city, considering the length of time that I've spent here. In general, you just need to practice general safety precautions, so not making yourself a target when you're walking around, keeping your belongings to yourself, not walking down dark, empty streets, and if you ever feel unsafe, just jump in a taxi and they will get you from A to B, no problem. I would say just avoid any sort of local gangs or cartels, and they'll leave you alone. Like, you're not gonna have any just like issues just like walking down the street. So if you come here, you do choose to come here, expect, you know, just a normal precaution, and safety is all that's really needed, and enjoy your time.